Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Docker on Windows 10 Home, where usually the Docker is not supporting Windows 10. And why is that? If you go to the Docker's official page, over here, they're going to show you the prerequisites for installing Docker is WSL2 feature on Windows, which and install Windows 10 version 2004 or higher, and you need to have WSL2 enabled. And if you go to Microsoft documentation to enable that WSL2, actually you'll come to know that your version is not supporting WSL2 because WSL2 can be only seen and is being upgraded from or after build 19041 or higher version, right? So I need to check my version. So how do I check my version? If I go into settings, if I go into system, and if I go into about, I'll see that my Windows 10 version OS build is 18,363 point something else something. So this is actually much lesser than the version that they are requesting over here. So of course my version doesn't support Docker installation, but the versions but I need to come up with some solution because I need to do some deployment related to Docker, so I cannot do it if without its installation. So what I did was it's trying to come up with enabling Hyper-V. I tried Hyper-V. I went into BIOS settings and enabled the virtualization, and this is how you do it. Control panel programs. I'm going to show you now. So if you go to control panel and programs, and if you turn Windows features on or off, you'll see a Hyper-V option which is already enabled in my system, but it's still not working. The Docker is not working. So what's the error that's being displayed is this error over here: installation failed error when prerequisite is not fulfilled. So you need Windows 10 Pro or Enterprise version to actually install a Docker. And in Windows 10 Home also, actually you can still run. As I showed you, this error is much older, so that's why it's only showing you Enterprise version. But in Windows Home version, you need 19041 or above build version. So after this, I installed VirtualBox, and then the final step for VirtualBox, you don't really face any issues as of now, because as long as you're enabling this Hyper-V and you're enabling hardware acceleration in BIOS settings, it should be fine. But for the Docker, you need something else. It looks for the files, Hyper-V files. It looks for some other options. It will check if your registry holds actually a Windows Home version or a Windows Pro version, right? So for that, in your registry, Windows Home version has a value of core, and in Windows Pro version has a professional. So my registry has the value of core. So I'm going to show you where did I check it. So if you press on Windows R, right? Windows R, if you go to regedit, and if you check for edition ID, if you actually go to this hierarchy over here that I listed, I'm going to show this as well. Once you go to that hierarchy, you will actually find edition ID registry, and you will see that this value is set to core if you're using Windows 10 Home, right? So before all of this, what exactly is the main step to perform here is that you need to write two .bat files. So important step is to write two .bat files that you need and run them as administrator. Right? And finally you need to restart this. Finally, restart the system, right? So this is how you do it. So what are these .bat files? So I'm going to show you the .bat files, right? So I actually saved them in a directory over here. So these two are the files, right? So this runs. I don't want to cry. Sorry. So first I need to open this to show you guys. So this is the install hyper-v.bat file where I have this set of commands. Pause this video, look at these commands, copy these commands in a text file, and store and save it as .bat file as I'm indicating here. Or I'm also attaching my Git repo in which I have attached these files into my Git repo, and you can access the repo and copy those files into your file system, run those files through your by right clicking on them and running as administrator. So this is another file, install containers, and this is also pause the video and type in all the commands, right? So after typing these two files, save them into a particular folder, and go on to the right click on install Hyper-V first, and then second you have to run the install containers folder, right? So first run as administrator. Once you run as administrator, it will ask you, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Click on yes, and once you click on yes, the command line will be opened and it will start to pull out some WAV files. I'm not installing it right now because I have already installed Hyper-V in my system. I've already run these scripts before, so it's absolutely working fine. And after you run the script, at the end you'll see it will ask you to restart the system. It will take a couple of minutes, and after that, on a successful restart, right click on install containers.bat file as well and run it as an administrator. It will also display a command line of the command. On a successful installation and setting up, it will ask you to restart the system. After you restart the system, you need to do a very small change that I mentioned earlier. That's registry change, right? So the last step is to press Windows R and open the run and type in regedit. It's called as a registry editor, right? So in registry editor, go to local machine, HK local machine, and then go to software, and then go to Microsoft. Go to Microsoft, and then go to Windows NT folder. So Windows NT folder, there it is, and then go to current version inside that. And the current version inside, when you go to current version, you'll find all the list of registries here, and on clicking on the edition ID, the value is core, then set this back to professional so that it will know that this is a Windows Professional. The another note is that if you want to restart your system, you cannot restart the system after that, because if you restart, this code value is set back to professional value set back to code value, so it goes back to the normal code value. So you need to install Docker. Once you change the registry value to professional, you need to install the Docker immediately. Do not reboot. From on the second run, it should be okay because you already installed the Docker. It's already in your machine. It should not be a problem. So Docker will only check this edition ID registry's value before installation. So it should be perfectly fine from the second go. So after this, you now just download the Docker file, a Docker installation file from the internet and from the official site, from the Docker website, and you can run that. So I've already downloaded the Docker desktop installer, right? And if I run that, this should not display any sort of errors right now. And As you're seeing, this is the error that I got before when I ran the Docker, but now it's actually detecting Hyper-V, and it's actually asking me that whether I should enable the Windows features. Yes, of course, enable it, and it started downloading. So downloading the software Docker. So this should be ready in a couple of minutes, and that's how Docker is installed. And this is a way around and a loophole that I found while trying to figure out how to install Docker on my Windows Home. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you share and like this channel. And if you want me to share some more thoughts on other technologies or stuff like that, please comment down below, and check my Git repo as well for this video.